They're used to living in very big places, and they're very loud, and they have to be because they live in big open spaces, but we live in small spaces in Britain. It's a small, wet little place. But we're quite, there's a lot of different colours inside people. They're not all wet grey people.
If you had chose, were you willing to live in this England or some kind of tropical place or islands which where it's full of sunshine every day?
Like Greece,
Like Greece.
Or like Hawaii or things like that?
California.
Well, you know, an interesting thing is that I've always found cold places very interesting. So I've done a lot of work in Finland. And I like places that are, I like the idea of places that are barren and cold and white. I like that. I like that. I don't like getting hot. But I have the wrong genealogy, you know? You know what I mean by genealogy?
What's me?
Gene.
Because my ancestors came from Ireland and also Scandinavia, like the Vikings. Because I used to have like redder hair when I was younger. And I think that somehow in our genealogy, I'm used to being a bit cold and a bit wet.
It's very fit for the rainy weather. It's fit for the to live in this environment.
Yeah, well, if I go to a hot place, I get too hot. I just sweat all the time. If I stand in the sun, I just get red and burn straight away. I'm like a lobster.
And before I lived in Norway for half a year, that place is always raining, but it's different from here. And my friend told me if you see the fog, and the day will be sunny day, but here is not.
If you see the fork,
Yeah,
like
if you see
the
the
fork you eat with.
foggy
Fog!
fog
Yes.
in the morning, and will be the sunny day.
Yeah, well, we have some sayings. Do you know about red sky in the night, shepherd's delight?
There's some kinds of way to predict the weather next day.
Red sky at night, shepherd's delight. It's going to be a nice day.
I was saying based on what experience.
Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning.
Hmm.
Because if you see red sky in the morning, it's going to rain.
Yeah.
Depends on the color and shapes of the clouds.
Mm. Yeah. Well, I think because everything is so changeable, the weather is so changeable in Britain, that we spend a lot of time thinking about it and wondering what it's going to be like tomorrow. And you have to have hats and coats and waterproofs, Wellingtons, all these different things in case it rains.
And before I have a hot, I don't like to rain. I always keep the umbrella, but now to leave it at home, I just to walk on the street to enjoy the rain.
So you like the rain? You've decided you like the rain?
Sometimes, because you come to change that, you must to
Get used to it.
yeah.
Get used with it.
Hmm.
But I hate the rain.
You hate the
I
rain?
hate the rain because when I first came to this country, I lived myself. Obviously, I can't drive a car here, and it's like always rain and rain. Sometimes I went to buy some groceries. I have to bring heavy bags with my hood on and walked back for a long way, and it was horrible.
Where was
Really
that?
horrible. Liverpool. Yeah, and the strong winds blow you, Alaska somewhere. You didn't even know where you are because you can't even see the roads, especially in the winter.
Yeah, well, we're used to that.
We spent some time to get used to the horrible weather. I still don't like it.
Yeah. I think you just get used to it.
It's a part of this country. If you will get the more pressure, how could you to adjust to them? Because of the weather, your mood will be very low. How could you cheer yourself up?
I don't actually feel. I don't feel. Oh, we have a phrase, under the weather. Do you know that phrase? I feel under the weather.
就是
It means I feel a bit ill,
哦，
literally under the weather. But I don't feel like that very much. But I think. I don't know about other people. I think the most important things are people, the other people that you meet on your journey. That's what makes everything alright. When I first came to Nottingham, it was a rainy day and it was grey, and I went to an interview for the university to be a student, and it was just like the rain was coming down like this. Do you know the phrase coming down like stairwells? And it was really, really wet, and I thought, I can't live in a place like this. But I realised that actually I made so many friends and fell in love and had children, and what, it doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't matter about the rain, because it's like the life that you have is the important thing.
when you spend time with the people you love, the
Hmm.
families. and-
Exactly, yeah. So then it doesn't matter about the rain. Anyway, another thing that's really nice about the rain is one of the most beautiful things is to be, for example, when I was a kid, my dad had a van, you know, and to be in the hot, warm van when the rain was falling, you could hear the rain falling on the tin of the roof like a drum, but you're all warm and dry. That's really nice, just because you're not wet. That's very nice.
it's very, the sound from the raining is very helpful to sleep.
Yeah, it is. Well, there is a song, isn't there? I Can't Stand the Rain. Do you know that song? I can't stand the rain falling on my window pane. It's kind of quite a strange kind of pop song, you know? I quite like the sound of the rain on the window pane.
So you also can use the rain treatment for your
The hypnotherapy,
yeah.
you could do. You can use anything. You can use, you can use, in hypnotherapy, one of the main things that I do is tell people metaphors and analogies, like I was just explaining before. And so you might tell somebody a story or something like that, but also you can make up what's called guided imagery, or they're like journeys, I call them journeys, so you get somebody all very relaxed. And then you could, for example, you could talk about something being left in the rain and it being washed clean. And if they're in a trance state, that might help them forget about something or feel better about something, because they can imagine that they're getting rid of something being washed away in the rain. You can use anything in hypnotherapy. It's a very creative thing.
Did you do a lot of outdoor shooting when you're on the Korea?
Yeah, I've done a lot of, yes, I have.
So what happened if you decided to I'm gonna film something outside, but actually when you're here it's
Yeah.
not raining? What happened?
Well, there's two things you can do. One is you have to have a contingency plan. So what you do is when you try to plan your shoot, if you've got some days which are outside and some days that are inside, you might have the inside ones on standby, you know. So if it rains, you can go and you can change and do that part of the filming. If it's got to look dry, then that's difficult, isn't it? Because you can't stop it raining. But you can still film in the rain. You just have to have lots of protection for the camera. And sometimes it looks very nice. You can light the rain in quite an interesting way. If you have the light coming from behind through the rain, it shows up in a very nice way.
But you also need to bring lighting equipment in case the sky is dark and grey and it doesn't look nice
No.
when you shoot.
Well, you have to have great big lights. You have to have HMIs. Do you know about HMIs?
What's that?
It's a kind of light. They're really, really big. I mean, like
Well,
5,000, 10,000 watts. Really big.
that's really big.
And you can put those up. You can put one, outside the front of Broadway and make it look like it was daylight when it's actually dark. They're so big. But they take huge amounts of power. You have to have generators and things. That's what they use in, you know, big film sets.
Need to fully prepared for every situation we gonna happen.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all.
Maybe that's all.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not.
I think basically you have some more stories you can tell.
What about the rain?
Yeah.
I don't know any more stories about the rain. I know lots of stories, but I don't know about the rain.
I think it's enough.
Okay. Good.
Thank you so much.
That's right. It was nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
门外是不是有人啊，老师？
Hmm?
门外有人吗？
没有。
Thank you.
It was my pleasure.